What up?
What's happening? What's happening with you, man?
Man, what's not happening these days?
Man, listen, I know all y'all out there are probably trying to watch the Stellar Awards. Y'all done heard those songs 300 times.
500 times.
Turn them off.
They all lip
Come
singing
on
anyway. They're all lip singing anyway. They're not even singing. Look at the guitars. There's no cables. There's no cables in the guitars.
Is Garrison on there tonight?
Garrison might be on there. Hey, y'all be looking at the Stellar Awards like nobody has any mics. They doing like 500 dance moves. They are not singing these songs.
Kurt pants so tight.
Kurt got on Spanx. Kurt got on Spanx. Ricky Dillon out there looking like Dick Tracy. Yeah, man.
My
talking
wife
about everybody.
My wife was like, "Look what a bear to do. Ty Tribbett kind of look all right."
Listen, beards are magic, man. I can't do one, but beards are magic. They did wonders for you, Pastor Jeff. Welcome to Sunday night service.
I was out here looking like Papa Smurf before.
Welcome to Sunday night service. As you can see, Pastor Jeff is back. He is Father Abraham is back. Congratulations, face to face for the 1000th time to Pastor Jeff. Grayson loves Stanford. You know, still a little salty that it's not Grayson Todd Stanford, but you know.
I actually told my wife, matter of fact, I think it was yesterday. I was like, you know what? When Todd said that, I was like, that's kind of hot. That's kind of hot. I was like, but you know what? We too close. People start talking.
Yeah, we'd be the next scandal. We'd be the next scandal in the Warren Youngstown saga of scandalous preachers.
We just gonna call him Grayson Todd.
Grayson.
we ain't
don't
gonna
tell nobody.
We gonna name him that.
But don't tell anybody. Exactly. Hey everybody, it's good to see everybody tonight. Thank you for joining us for Sunday night service. I hope you had a beautiful day, a beautiful Sunday. It was church good. Did it feel good to be back in church, Pastor Jeff?
Man, it felt so good. It was great. It was beautiful. The love they showed. I mean, they brought my wife and I a bunch of gifts for the baby. It was just absolutely beautiful. Nice crowd, great service. I felt like I done all right preaching, so just feel good.
We know you did all right, man. We know you did all right. I felt a little funky today, man. I don't think I did my best. I was a little weary. I am overdue for a vacation.
Yeah,
I will be honest. I felt like the message was good enough, and of course, you feel that it's a word from God. I don't feel like I botched what God would have me to say to the people, but I'll be honest, man. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it. Haven't really had a break since COVID. Lost, when I was at your house, I got that call about the gentleman from our church, one of the just great brothers. So all in all, it's good. It's all good. It is what it be. Countdown is on. Kids going back to school. So that means for the next 2 weeks, they got to go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Is it 2 weeks already?
2 weeks, man. 23rd and Warren, they go back, man.
Wow. Yeah. And they're going back to school, right?
Mine are going back to school. They leaving this house. they leaving this house and getting in somebody's yellow vehicle. So if you drive a yellow Pinto, a yellow van with no Pinto,
they going to see Mr. Clark.
If they go
smoke crack, son, don't you? You smoke crack.
I don't care if you drive a yellow rental corral van. If you drive by my house, I'm throwing my kids on your vehicle and you're getting out of here. But to everybody joining us, Pastor Tatum, so good to see you. My Berean sister, Lady Charlene, our man Jamie, Seth, how you doing? Hey, Sister Janet, good to see you. Tap in, make sure you like, share, hit the hearts, hit the likes, comment, talk back with us. Our Jeff, I've been wanting to talk about this. We have hit so many different angles of the COVID, the COVID saga, the saga of COVID, the story of COVID. I don't even know why we know this word. It's just COVID. But what we haven't talked about are the COVID incentives.
Oh,
COVID vaccine incentives.
It's so many of them, man.
I mean, they have lotteries. In Ohio, we did the lottery, which strangely enough, I don't think anybody who actually needed $1 million, won $1 million. But that's a whole other story. Right. You got people giving out gift cards. I think they're approving $100 from the federal government to everybody who's gotten the vaccine. and everybody who gets the vaccine.
I thought it's just who gets it. Is it who got it?
No, they're going to send it to people who got it. I mean, run me my money. This is my COVID stimmy.
Wait a minute. Now let me just say this.
It's a mini stimmy.
Let me say, now I do not begrudge anybody who needs it and who has to deal with getting these welfare cards. But I mean, my God, I mean, I think I got like $3,000.
The food cards, it's like winning the Price is Right, man. It's like
I don't got no more room in my refrigerator for no more food.
I used to despise my kids before we started getting all these cards, man. Now I'm about to start selling chicken dinners out of my house. I mean,
exactly.
It's just, yeah. I mean, and the funny thing is, and I don't mean this. Now, you're about to take me in a direction, Jeff. You're about to take me in a direction. We can't spend all this money because we bargain shop and coupon shop by nature. So unless I just stock up on Lunchables or if Amazon take these joints, I mean, it's on. I mean, but it's a lot.
It is. And what's sad for me is 90% of the time I forget. So I just go to the store and pull out my debit card.
My wife gets mad at me because I never take it with me. I mean, I'll be honest. There is a little shame involved, to be honest.
It is. And it shouldn't be, but it is.
It shouldn't be.
Really is.
Now, when we first had London, we somehow qualified. And I think somebody kind of lied for me, but whatever. We somehow qualified for the old paper food stamps where you can get like milk, eggs, a vegetable. And I would go to Giant Eagle at like $11.50.
That was Wick. Y'all had Wick.
We had Wick. Yeah, it was Wick.
Y'all had a welfare cheese.
It was our Ronald Reagan prophesied about us.
That's that good macaroni cheese.
That's that good block cheese. I was going to the thing all late, just being young and ashamed and stupid about it. But back to my subject, since you started talking about food stamps and stuff. People are saying, Pastor Jeff, that if the government has to try this hard to get people vaccinated and offer, then why? Like, there has to be an agenda behind it. It must not be good for us if they're trying to force this to get it. That's right, Tatum. The block cheese was everything. They should pass out block cheese. I bet you they passed out government cheese. Everybody would get that vaccine. What do you think about incentives? Do you think they're a good idea, a bad idea? Is it a part of a conspiracy? What's your thoughts, man?
For me personally, I think it's a good idea, but obviously with any other good idea and with anything such as this, you're going to have those naysayers and you're going to have the conspiracy theorists who, like you said, just believe that, that's the reason they want you to get it. That's the reason they ain't give out no money for you to get, check for AIDS, and they ain't give out no money for this.
Yeah, where's the cancer vaccine at? Where's the cancer vaccine? Where's
all that at? But
I coughed yesterday. Where's the vaccine at?
I mean, the point is, listen, I mean, and this is just me, and I'm not sure this is going to happen, but I do believe that at some point or another, most things are going to go through you having this vaccine. I just believe that, at some point or another, in order for you, there's some restaurants who are not allowing you to eat if you don't have it. They're not allowing you in.
So you're saying the vaccine is the mark. That's what you're trying to say.
Well, I don't know if it's the mark.
You agree. It's the mark. Hey,
I definitely agree that something's going to happen like that, though.
They put it in your arm. That's close enough to your wrist or your forehead. That's somewhere. It's the mark. Okay, I'll give my take and then we'll jump off of this. As much as I wish it wasn't this way. We are just skeptical people by nature. Number one, we're skeptical of anything. I really believe, honestly, more pure. I think that this proved that you can wipe out bureaucracy when you want to, and that a lot of other medicines and things could have come to market faster. And they might say it's safety, but from my work with the government, there's usually a lot of people getting paid along the lines of holding this stuff up. Like when I worked for, the state, you had to put the customer's information in 6 times because each company that ran whatever computer system that you put that information in, they had $1 billion contract with the state, and none of them were going to give it up. So the customer has to go through 6 hoops. Now, if some company was coming to the state and saying, we're going to hire 500,000 people in Ohio, but you got to knock out all this process, I bet you any money they would, because they can. The second part I'll say is that we live in an incentive economy. You have to practically beg people to go anywhere that they should go or do anything that they should do. If it wasn't for, truant officers, half these kids wouldn't be in school. You got to halfway give out, doggone incentives for dads to be dads. They like, hey, yo, if you pick up your kid this month, we'll give you a $50 gift card. I'm just saying, we live in an incentive economy, and people sit back and wait for incentives, and it's just a bad mix when you talk about incentive medicine and a rapid fire vaccine that we all know they did not just come up with yesterday. They applied technology that they already had in place, that they have been doing research, in my opinion. They're doing research and they got there. So, that's my take. I'm not a super skeptic, even though I am a rational and logical thinker on this end. I think that one thing that's come out of this Trump era and how he broke a lot of rules just proved that rules can be broken.
Absolutely.
And I think we're a little scared of that because we're so used to these rules being in place. And that's why a vaccine shouldn't happen for 5 years. We're so used to Russia being our enemy. That's why he shouldn't be shaking hands with Putin and all this crap. And he broke a bunch of rules. And this was like the last big rule that he just rammed this sucker through. And for the most part, I'm sure there's bad side effects like anything else. It is what it is. But, I got it without an incentive, but I do wish I had won that lottery or got something. I'm like, bruh, help a brother out. Preacher trying to build his church up, trying to build his ministry,
in truth, we was at the doctor's the other day, took my son to the doctor's, and the doctor was literally like, don't worry about the mask. Like, you're a doctor. Don't worry about the mask. My wife was like, oh, I'm fully vaccinated. She was
he wants you to come back.
No, it was her. She was like, I'm not. You don't touch my son. Get away from my son.
I'm not. He said, I'm not. And I have rabies.
Get away from my son. Let's get out this hospital.
Was he foaming at the mouth? What
kind of death hospital is this?
What kind of back alley doctor are y'all visiting? All right, y'all. We appreciate you all tuning in. Be sure to like and share this video. You are watching Religiously Incorrect with Pastor Jay Stanford. Jay stands for Jeff, by the way. And Pastor Todd. Thank you for tuning in. We have a great guest, but before we get to our guest tonight, want to make sure we shout out our sponsors. We are so grateful at Religiously Incorrect to have wonderful sponsors, beginning with Phillips Care, the Phillips Care family of businesses. Phillips Care Cleaning Services. They do residential and commercial buildings. If you would just call 330-219-7916, they would take care of the mess that causes you stress. I can affirm that they do great work all over the Mahoning Valley, everything from building clean out to carpet cleaning, upholstery, wood floor, even moving you in and out, taking rubbish and trash away from your property. They service the entire valley. Make sure you call them or check them out on Facebook. And while you're at it, if you need some outside yard work done, check out Phillips Care Lawn Care Service. I, again, am a satisfied customer. They do lawn care, they do tree cutting, they do bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, mowing weekly and bi-weekly, starting at $30 a lawn. They've been in business for over 10 years. I'm super duper proud of this Black family that has done an incredible job in becoming entrepreneurs and well-known business persons in our area. Again, call my man Fernando at 330-219-7916 or look Phillips Care LLC up on Facebook or other social media. And again, we thank our proud sponsors for supporting Religiously Incorrect. If you would like to be a sponsor of this worldwide phenomenon we call Religiously Incorrect Podcast, all you have to do is shoot us an email at religiouslyincorrectpodcast@gmail.com or inbox us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. Well, we have a very special guest that, quite frankly, in my opinion, is one of the most dynamic up-and-coming artists that our area has produced in quite some time. And I've been around a bit, Jeff. I'm no spring chicken. I'm from the olden days. I remember some of the big names that have come out of the Valley, and I'm very proud of this individual and watching them come into their own. I could talk about them. I could tell you all their accolades and read a bio, but we'd rather just give you a quick taste of our special guest tonight. So Big Mike, hit that clip up for us and just take a look.
With all my heart, I love you, baby. Stay with me and you will see my arms will hold you, baby. Never leave, 'cause I believe I'm in love.
That's fire.
Was that fire or what?
That's
I want
fire
you
right there.
all to give it up for vocalist, performer, star of stage, and soon to be screen. Everybody give it up to Arielle Green. Everybody give it up right quick for Arielle Green. Thank you.
Ooh, that Anita is fire.
Thank
That
you.
Anita is fire.
How you doing? Don't stop. Jeff. We're trying to keep our viewers.
Yeah, that's fire, baby.
I'm watching the numbers go straight down. We're at -5 viewers now.
I'm weak. Hi.
Hey.
Well,
How you feeling?
I feel great. I had a long day today and 2 church services, and then I had to pick my fiance up from the airport. So
Beyonce, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Say, hey. She got a fiance.
I do, a fiance.
Can we share his name?
Of course, man. It's public knowledge.
Because
It's not redacted.
Love him. Micah Hall.
Big Micah Hall.
Yeah, Micah Hall. That's our dude, man. We go back. Micah's a wonderful person. You got a good one, and Micah has a good one. You guys are a lovely couple.
Absolutely.
Micah's played for both of us. You know, we've worked with Micah in worship and ministry. He's a humble brother, talented, anointed, and he's definitely a cool dude, man. And he thinks he's something on the ball court too. He thinks he's something.
Right.
Only person I let beat me in basketball.
The only person.
Only person I let beat me in basketball.
You know, I've seen him dunk a couple times, and that's like past age 30. So that's
Wait,
that's
with the
something.
trampoline? You mean with the trampoline? Oh, that's cool. So what's been happening in Arielle world? What's been going on? Tell us a little bit about what your artistry has brought you to in the last few months or years. Just some of the projects you've been working on.
Oh my gosh. So what has my artistry brought me to in the last couple months or years? To be honest, I feel like I'm nowhere yet. But I also want to, I want to acknowledge the experiences and the opportunities that I have had in this time period. I just turned 27 2 weeks ago, but I don't feel like I'm in my late 20s. So I feel like I just kind of got out of college the other day. But I guess starting really as far as like my real career, those of you that know me around the community know that I come from an extremely musical family. Anybody with the last name Green that does music, you know them and you know that they're talented. So I know when I was younger, that was sometimes a point of contention for me and something that I wanted to make sure that I went away to school to work on my craft, because I knew I wanted to follow in my family's footsteps of performing and singing and things like that. But I ended up going to Anderson University in Anderson, Indiana. It's probably never heard of it, but it's a small private Christian college. And I had a lot of great experiences there. I got my degree in music, and most of what I was doing was opera. But I also had a gospel quartet, and in that part of the country, it's really big on Southern gospel. And so I don't know if you're familiar with the Gaither Vocal Band.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I sang background for
Sang
them
with
quite
the
a bit
Gaither
when I was
Vocal
in
Band.
college. Yeah. Sang background, did a couple of their tapings. Like I'm on one of their infomercials that sometimes plays on TV. And so experiences like that were really, really awesome for me. But at somewhere like halfway through, I realized that I just didn't want to stick with opera strictly. I was like, I love other types of music way too much. So when I graduated in 2016, I moved back home to Youngstown, Ohio. And I just started gigging a lot, anywhere I could locally. And then I started, expanding to regionally and, nationally as well. I just came back at the beginning of the month. I did a gig at a resort in Florida, and that was really, really a fun thing for me to get flown out to the to a place that's not Ohio.
She got flued out. She got flued out to
flued out.
flued out.
But you know, just in all of those things, I just developed a love for music of all kinds. I am often a feature at the Youngstown Jazz Fest, and I've probably opened the Jazz Fest every year since I was about like 21, wow. 20 or 21. And each year I keep telling them, listen, if y'all ain't tired of hearing me, I'm not tired of performing, but at some point I would think that y'all want a new opening act.
Right.
Listen, I am grateful for the opportunity and the check. So, you know, but, you know, lots of experiences that I've had. Like this weekend is something that I'm definitely looking forward to, something that I'm definitely honored to do. I think this will be my second time performing at the Warren Amphitheater. The last time was in 2018, I believe, when they had the Kennedy Center's Culture and Action program, and I performed, and they had brought in Yo-Yo Ma, and that was really a fun thing to do. But you know, this event, Inspire, is something that I know I've enjoyed doing. I think it's been 2 years now, right? Because
yes,
it was 2019.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Woo! Oh my gosh. And even the day after, I get to sing background for one of my favorite artists, Chrisette Michelle in Cleveland.
Oh, wow.
So that, like, this weekend is just going to be a musical high for me.
That's amazing.
And I'm just really, really excited.
You know, we actually birthed Inspire out of the Kennedy Center event.
Oh,
and
wow.
A lot of people didn't know. It was hilarious. I got the first phone call. Someone told them when they called the area, and it was, I forget the young lady's name. I have her in my email, and said, you know, who works with young people in music and stuff in Warren. And of course, you know, the church phone rang. And next thing I know, I'm meeting with this representative from the Kennedy Center and driving her around the city, literally like get in my car, drive around the city, and let me show you the amp, show you this. And I wasn't able to actually be there. So I got to go to the meetings and got Dana Morgan involved, and we started recommending artists from Youngstown and Warren. And then I had to go to a convention for Lock Carey. Matter of fact, I had to go to Lock Carey convention. And so I was away when it was going on. But that's how Inspire came to be in 2019, was how do we carry this forward and continue to promote culture and arts after the big shebang is over? You're not going to get a big shebang like Yo-Yo Ma, but you can continue to promote the arts, bring in young people, and celebrate the diversity of culture, particularly in the urban context. And we all know that arts and music and those types of things that has formed us have been dying off in our educational system. You know, they're being defunded. Before the police were defunded, they were defunding music departments and defunding bands and defunding arts education. And in the Black community, you know, we're seeing a shrinking number of, you know, we used to grow up trying to play in church. We grew up, you know, jam bands in people's basements, and you don't see and hear it as much anymore. So how important is artistic expression in music to you? Ooh. You know, especially in our culture, within the context of our culture, especially.
Yeah. So I want to keep that response very short, because that is literally everything that I am passionate about. So I'm extremely passionate about arts and education. In college, that was all I wrote papers on. When I couldn't write it about the African-American experience, I wrote it about arts and education in my classes that weren't artistic. And another thing that I'm doing at this point to further my work with arts and education is I am pursuing another degree in music therapy. Just because, I mean, I'm sure everyone can agree that music has an effect on you. You know, it can move you to happiness and joy. It can move you to tears. It can move you to anything. And music literally scientifically has an effect on the pleasure centers of our brain. When you perceive music to be pleasant and things like that, and it can bring about overall wellness in the body, from, you know, any sort of anything. So I don't want to get into a lot of that in the scientific knowledge with that, but I've always enjoyed working with kids, and especially kids that are considered at risk, because I want to give young people the opportunities and at least help provide some of those opportunities that I was fortunate enough to have because of maybe the family that I was, brought up in and things like that. But I know that arts and education is so important. Learning music is math. When you not even just music specifically, but arts of all kinds. So music is math, right? You have to learn how to count to stay on beat. There's different formulas for how things work. I know when I got to like 4th level theory in college, it was dang near pre-calc. Wow. That we were doing, like if you've ever done like, I think that's like algebra 2 when you start doing matrices in school.
We didn't make it that far.
Okay, well,
I can't help you there.
If anybody remembers algebra 2, at least it was algebra 2 for me in high school. But there's music matrices and figuring out different tonal centers and things like that. Music is math, so sharpens those skills, right? When you are reading a script and you're acting in a play, that's number one, reading comprehension. You're, obviously learning to read. You have to have some sort of level of ability, and you can, grow that and things like that. And analysis and things like that, digging deeper with music, dance is physical education. Those are all things that I grew up doing.
Wow.
And I feel bad because a lot of other people didn't get those opportunities. When I was in high school, I was in the Youngstown Connection.
Oh yeah,
familiar with?
Wow. Oh yeah, my brother, my little cousin was in it. Yeah.
Listen, lots of for real actual stars came out of the Youngstown Connection. Mm-hmm. Lawrence Brownlee, who's the top opera tenor in the world,
absolutely,
top canto tenor in the world. He was in the very first group. Joshua Triplett, who I know you see on on your TV screen every day. He's in every commercial and things like that.
Right.
Lots of other, my cousin, Joshua William Green, he's the new artistic director of the Youngstown Playhouse, and he's been on Broadway and toured and all kinds of things. So I was fortunate enough to have that experience, but there's only 12 students that got into that group. So, having those experiences and things like that, I've always wanted to make it my mission to help out in any way that I can. And as of right now, it's kind of new. I told people on Facebook, but I just have accepted the position of a music program coordinator for the Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Ohio. So I will be starting pretty soon, within the next week or so, trying to arts and education, encouraging the youth and encouraging them in arts and music and anything that it's just so important. And I hate that it's the first thing to get cut because it doesn't make sense. I used to teach with the Cleveland Playhouse, and I was teaching in Cleveland, in inner city Cleveland. Students, we were teaching theater, K-8 students, and helping them with their social emotional skills and things like that. And just the experiences that I had there meant so much to me. I love being a teacher outside of being a performer and things like that. But I'm at this time in my life, and I'm going to tie it back to that first question you asked me. At this time in my life, I'm just trying to find ways to tie it all together because there's so many things that I want to do, and there's so many. I like to perform and look cute and be on stage and all of that. I love it, but that's for me. I want my music and I want my artistry to transcend that. But yeah, until then, I'm writing my own songs and I am performing. You'll see me anywhere. And I love to do that. Don't stop calling me, please. Don't.
Oh, no. Well, we'll do it.
You are
grateful for it.
You are absolutely phenomenal. This is my first time actually listening and talking to you. And I mean, I'm just amazed already at all that you're saying. First of all, we always do an after show, and I need to point this out so we don't forget. I need to talk about those pleasure points after the show. We'll
pleasure points. Stop. You got enough kids, Jeff. Jeff, you got enough kids.
She brought it up, Todd. She brought it up.
She brought it up.
Is it pleasure centers of the
the pleasure. Yeah,
The pleasure centers. Don't buy into this. Tiffany's about to throw a shoe at him, a baby shoe at his head right now.
Listen, but you are multi-talented in what you do. I mean, you sing a lot of different genres of music. Do you have a favorite, or is it you just love music
Jazz.
and with jazz? Okay.
Jazz.
Okay.
Jazz is my favorite, and it sucks because I don't get to do it as often as I would like to. Every once in a while, I'll get a nice standard gig. I know, Pastor Todd, you asked for some standards for Friday night, so I put some into my set.
Okay.
Thank you for asking for them.
You got it.
But you know, I love 30s to 50s jazz. Sarah Vaughan is one of my vocal influences.
Okay.
She's just somebody that is absolutely incredible. But if I could say that's probably my favorite. I could totally be a lounge singer laying on somebody's piano. Just
Right. You walk up in a hotel
Yep.
lobby and somebody's playing.
That's all I want to do.
You're ready to go. No, that's wonderful, and I applaud you for your commitment to education and to enlightening how deep and in depth music really is. I appreciate your desire to have mastery of the technical sides of music, and Black people especially are known for having raw talent and not
Right.
always refined talent, especially in the
Yeah.
church. There's nothing more maddening to me as a very amateur musician myself than a person who just has a blowout voice, tone, great, but they can't catch the first beat of the song. They can't execute a key change, or they're not, of course, trained to learn lyrics, and I'm like, you're so bomb, but
Right.
you're just missing that count. You can
The
never
waist.
come
It's
in
the
right.
waist.
I can think of a few people off the top of my head, like just growing up in church, like you could literally be on the greatest stages if you had the technical side down, and
Well,
that's a gift in itself, is it not? To have that.
Yeah, I believe that it is. To be honest, in my mind and with my voice, I'm a good musician, right? But when it comes to other things, like I know my fiance and I have to tell him all because those y'all that know him, that he plays everything, literally everything.
The
Mhm.
ukulele, the
And
the
listen,
bassoon.
I've been trained to play piano too, and I can play my little guitar and stuff, but I have stupid fingers. Like I can't make my fingers do what my brain knows.
Yeah.
So like I could tell, so there's sometimes there's a disconnect there. I've learned it with my voice, but yeah, when it comes to technicality and things like that, I think that's just part of my personality. I like to learn. I am a nerd. I like to learn. I like to read. I like to find out why things are the way they are, why people are the way that they are. And also, I would love to see more Black people in that field, especially because I was the only Black music major when I was in college.
Wow. Well, you were at Andersonville, by the way. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, it is rural Indiana.
Yeah.
I get it. But I mean, I had quite a few. I mean, although it was a small Black population, there were still quite a few, but all of my Black friends were in the business department and things like that. But I was pretty much the only one. And I think my junior year, somebody else came. But for the most part, it was just a thing. But I think I was, and again, I'm recognizing my privilege in the sense that I had, the adults in my family are college educated, and that's not something that everybody has the luxury of, having. My aunts were both opera singers and got, up to, their masters in, education. Karen Clark Green and Pamela Green Vinette. They are amazing vocalists, but so I've seen that from a young age. My grandmother, who unfortunately I never was able to meet, she passed a couple months before I was born. But she was, from what I've heard from everyone, she was a phenomenal singer. I know that she had the opportunity. She got a contract with the New York Philharmonic, and this is a Black woman in the 40s.
Wow.
You know, a contract with the New York Philharmonic singing opera, but she chose to give it up because she wanted to have a family. And so she came here and did things like that. And know you guys are probably familiar with Sophia Brooks. She's like an aunt to me. That was my grandma's best friend. And so growing up and being able to see those women, to me, there was no other choice but to, like, this is what you do. If you want to sing and you want to be good and you want to do, you know, such and such thing, like, you're going to go to school to do it, and you're going to, you know, that was just kind of expected. I wish that, and now college isn't for everybody, but I do wish that more people, especially us, would invest in getting some sort of technical training, some sort of coaching, just so that we can understand things, even simply the number system, you know, knowing where you're going and doing different things like that. I know my fiance and I have this joke, because when I first came back and started gigging, I was trying to tell him, you know how at the end of a song, like, if I want to take it around just like one more time, like, go to the 2, and then before I go to the 1, you know? But theoretically, that would be like the 5, 7, a 5. So I was on stage going like,
that doesn't track with us. That doesn't track with us. No.
Like, what's wrong with, like, what are you saying? What are you trying to? And then I was like, the 2, dang it, the 2.
Right. You know, have a fight right on stage, and Tina.
So sometimes I can be a little too technical, and I've learned to relax. But I do wish that our people would, you know, engage more with that. If anybody's interested, I do give vocal lessons. So shameless.
Yes, she does.
Shameless plug. I do.
I'm coming.
Listen, please. Listen. Hey, we still got our praise team doing the sirens and the noises that you was teaching those.
Yes.
I'm like, if y'all don't be quiet.
It's important. It's important.
You know, Pastor Todd and I talk about it all the time, because even in preaching, there are a lot of people with skills who have never been to school. Mm-hmm. There's people who have a hoop but don't know history, and don't, you know, they don't understand it. So
or context.
Context, absolutely. So what about church singers and those who, you know, want to sing gospel music? Is schooling important for that as well?
Yes and no. I mean, it's you can definitely, I mean, we know that you can definitely survive without it, thrive without it. So I wouldn't ever say that it's like necessary. Going to school made me a better singer overall. So it's not so much that it made me a better this singer or that singer, you know, it just made me a better singer overall. So if going to school and getting that training is what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. When it comes to church, though, I mean, it's a little more relaxed. What's important to me when it comes to church singing is when singers know their word. When you're leading a song, I want singers to know their word. And when I do lead songs, you know, at my church, I always incorporate the word into it. Like, you know, when I'm driving the song, I'm not just gonna scream and holler and, you know, whatever. Like, I always want to make sure that I incorporate the word into it, because there's life in the word, right? That's why we're singing. That's why we're, you know, uplifting people and things like that anyway. Sing the word so that the Spirit of God can come in and flow. So that's probably the only real training I would say that is necessary for singing in church. Like, you know, if you feel like you want it, go ahead and get it. But when it comes to singing in church, I will say you should know vocal health, though. Vocal health tactics, because the way that people sing in church is not always healthy.
Right.
And there is a healthy way to belt. There is a healthy way to squall and bark and all of that. You can do it healthily, but you just need to know your voice and know how to take care of it, because that does a lot on your voice. I know I led a song today in church, and I was given a little growl, and scream. And thank you, Jesus, I'm able to speak now, because I know I was not taking care of myself. I just got caught up in the moment.
Right.
But so if anything, that's important on the technical side for church singers.
Love it. Love it. We want to switch gears and pivot a little bit, because you are our artist, our featured performer for Inspire. And we might have viewers, Mike, if you want to hit the graphic, who don't know what Inspire is. Second Baptist Church is hosting what we call Inspire, and we started it again in 2019. And we call it the Inspire Summer Series at the Warren Community Amphitheater, not the Youngstown Amphitheater, Foundation Amphitheater, which all the cool events seem to be at, but the Warren Community Amphitheater on Friday, August 6th. That is this Friday coming at 7 p.m. and Sunday, September 12th at 6 p.m. Now, we're going to talk about September some other time. We really want to focus on the August 6th date, where Arielle will be our special guest. She and her live band will be headlining. We will also have a litany of other guests, including Oscar Chapman and Night Breeze, our hip hop artist D-Town. We have poets on site. Got a DJ going to be starting these things off with the line dance and the good vibes. I consider it like a Black community-wide family reunion. We've been cooped up. We haven't really been able to get out and do what we would do at the parks and just be together. And it's just good vibes. It's also for a good cause. Second Baptist, we have an initiative we call Vision 100, where we're 105 years old this year. And we've been working every year to expand and build on that rich, rich heritage of ministry in the Mahoning Valley through expansion of facilities, outreach. So tickets are $15. Or you can buy a combo pack, because I love combo deals, and get both concerts for $25. And Arielle, you're going to be the featured artist. You already said you're going to do some jazz standards. Can you give us a preview right quick? I mean, just like song list, like what can we expect from you? And then I'm going to talk a little bit. And by the way, if you're watching right now, I need you to tag like 5 people each. I want to see tags in the comments, and I'll tell you why. Because if they live in the Mahoning Valley or anywhere near, I can get them tickets. We are going to be giving away tickets courtesy of a local business and one of our partners and showrunners of Religiously Incorrect. And we want to bless people with tickets to Inspire, and the rest of y'all just have to buy them. So Arielle, give us a quick preview of what can we expect from you and your slamming band on Friday night.
Yeah. So, first of all, I have an amazing band, and shout out to them, because they are literally, I would never hire anybody less than the best. And so they are all of that. And I get to perform with my daddy, Mr. Jeff Green, on Friday. So, but in my set list, we got a little, always going to have a little Anita Baker for you. She's just everything to me. Always going to have some Shaka Khan for you.
All right.
Yes.
So, yeah. So wherever I go, I'm always going to sing Anita and Shaka. So that's just that. If you don't like it, get over it. I'm also going to be doing some standards. I'll be having, I have some special guests with me. I have a percussionist with this set. I have my handy dandy background singers that are amazing vocalists within their own right, Miss Majarel Johnson and Asia Littlejohn. I have, I'll even be performing some of my originals. One in particular is like it's full on original. I, wrote the song from top to bottom. And then another is a cover that I kind of made my own, a cover of a Fleetwood Mac song. I'm really inspired by, like I said, I love all kinds of music. So Fleetwood Mac is actually one of my favorites, and that classic rock kind of genre is something that's important to me. But I kind of flipped their famous song Dreams and made it into kind of like a neo soul version. So I just got a lot of stuff. You'll have to come and see. I don't want to tell you everything.
I love it. So we're going to be enjoying your vocals, dancing. I mean, we can enjoy we can expect a great time.
Yes, you can expect to dance, expect to have a good time, expect to sit there and snap like you're in a neo soul club at some point.
That's what I'm talking about.
All of that. I'm covering it all.
Oh, we love it. We love it. Again, I want to encourage all of you to tag 5 people. We want to give away, bless some people with inspired tickets. We're going to give you a few moments to do that. I'm gonna let Jeff keep pushing the conversation forward, and we're going to be talking about who's helping us to allow this to happen, and we're so grateful for that. But go ahead, Pastor Jeff.
Well, we're just excited to hear you and see what's going to happen on Friday night. Or what do you expect? What do you expect to happen Friday night? How do you train? How do you even get ready for this type of stuff? How do you get ready for that? Are you still get nervous? Do you still
Yes.
are you still scared?
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous when I walk into a room with new people in it. I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous every single time I perform. I can't I have a really, really hard time letting go. I feel like there's probably only a handful of people that have really seen me perform at my best because I am literally so nervous.
Wow.
Every performance, anytime people ask me to sing, and I don't know if that's something that I'll ever get over. I really hope that I do one day. But, somebody told me a long time ago that was good because it meant that you care about what you're doing. So I don't know if I have any expectations other than to have fun. Other than to just give you all my best and, get out there and have fun. That's literally my only expectation at this point. Cause I'm like a type A personality when it comes to setting expectations and I stress myself out. So this year I've been working with my therapist to not stress myself out so much and let things be what they are, and knowing that my best is good enough.
Do you always sing? Do you always sing with your band, or is there times where you have to, do
tracks or acapella?
Oh gosh,
Acapulco. You sing Acapulco sometimes.
I will definitely sing acapella when it's necessary. But acapella is usually for just, somebody asked me to sing the national anthem somewhere, or I prefer singing the Lord's Prayer acapella. I don't I feel like
it sounds better acapella.
Alongside me kind of messes it up. I don't have the freedom to do everything I want to do. So things like that, I like doing acapella. I have had to do gigs with tracks before, but if there's anybody listening that ever wants to hire me, please don't have me doing a gig with tracks because I hate it.
I won't do it. I like live bands. I'm a live band guy.
Yeah.
And I want to hear and see the flow, the interaction, the groove. No disrespect to anybody, but when there are, even if they're national acts, when they just get up and sing with a track, I'm like, no,
it's lame.
No, it's just me. It's just, I would not go see probably one of my favorite performers.
Yeah.
All my favorite people are live act people. I was a Prince head. I love what Bruno Mars is doing.
Right.
A Mint Condition, Tony, Raphael Sadiq.
Yep.
Obviously Erykah Badu. Robert Glasper. And even the new up and coming people like Sean C. Johnson and all different individuals. I want to see people who are displaying musicality. I want to hear it different every time. Please just don't hit play and it's the same Mary J. Blige track from '94. Like, no.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I want even a rapper. Give me a live drummer. Give me some flavor on it. I love to hear that.
Because of that, does your band have leadway to switch it up a little bit? As a just add a little something in, and you just flow with it.
Always, yeah. I can flow with whatever. I mean, I don't. I never do this. I never do a song the same way more than once, maybe twice if it was really good. But never do a song the same way. I know, especially on shows like this, I know I work on arrangements. My my music director and I keep mentioning him, and I'm so angry. My fiance, because he's my music director. But you know, we work on arrangements together. You know, I'll say, hey, like, I hear this. You think that you can put this on, you know, such and such a thing, or you think that we can do this with it, you know? So I love being creative in that way and having my hand in, you know, making things, you know, what they are. To be honest, for a large set like I'm going to do Friday, not everything is going to have an arrangement to it, but I know I won't sing it the same way that I sang it before, or, you know, things like that. So yeah, the band always has creative freedom, lead me wherever you want to go. Okay.
Right.
I will follow. I'm a good follower and I'll do whatever I do. So
I love it. I love it. We want to thank our brother and our partner and one of our showrunners who is making our ticket giveaway possible tonight. We want to encourage people, and I don't know how do we decide to do this, Pastor Jeff? Do we have some type of requirement? Do we want to do music trivia? You gotta quote your favorite scripture. What are we doing?
You know, I feel bad because I'm trying to get on our page where I can see who's all on. I can't seem to get on there. I don't know if my internet is tripping. So you're the only person who can see who's all on right now.
Okay, so if you're on, we got people coming on. If you're on, I don't know. We just want to put out mic and ask who wants a ticket. I mean, who wants a golden ticket to the Inspire? That makes it too easy.
That makes
too easy.
Listen. Here we go. Arielle. Oh, sorry, Arielle. I tried to say it right.
It's okay.
I said it wrong. Okay. Arielle, give us a line of a song, and they got to tell us what it is.
Oh, and you got to guess what it is.
The title of the song or the artist?
No,
can you pick a genre?
Oh, well, it's got to be something people know. So it's got to be like probably okay. We got 10 tickets to give away. Obviously, we'd like them to be local individuals. So if you're a local individual or you would be willing to I don't know, you could pay postage or something. Oh yes, I forgot. Jai's son Jabril is going to be performing the violin as well. And he did a fabulous job last time. So again, tag local people in Mahoning Valley, Warren, Youngstown. Y'all stand up. So Arielle is going to give us a line, and we're going to try to stick with like maybe R&B, soul, classics.
Okay, R&B, soul, classics.
And maybe we'll try a different genre and see if anybody gets it. You know, this is for the Arielle ticket, you know, for Friday. If you can answer this, go on ahead.
Oh, wait, sorry. I just had something. Hold on, I'm tripping.
You're supposed to know music.
Okay, here we go.
Do music right now.
He's the kind of guy that can say, hey, baby, let's get away. Let's go someplace where I don't care. That's enough.
Shoot.
That should be enough.
Oh, shoot.
Woo.
Did anybody know that one? I'm about to go see my wife in a second. I'll be back, y'all. Dude.
See, I didn't say it this time.
The doors of the church are open, Doc. Is there one? I don't know that one.
I didn't know that one either. I didn't know that one. Okay. You might have to go with like Whitney Houston and all of them.
You got to go.
That's
That's Aretha? Oh, wait. She said daydreaming? Daydreaming?
And I'm thinking of you.
Is it daydreaming?
Yeah, that's the first verse. That's the beginning of the first verse.
All right.
Janet Bates Whitby, who is one of our own members. You got it, Sister Janet. You got it. You know your Sister Whitby knows her Aretha. Sister Whitby knows Aretha. Hey, congratulations.
Goodbye, Mark.
Mark Raines is saved. Get out of here. Listen. Mark is about to go deep into worship right now. He's about to congratulations, Sister Whitby. You get a free ticket. I was gonna you've been saved, Sister Whitby. And I can say this because she's one of our members, lovely members, hardworking sister. But I was gonna say no Second Baptist members are allowed to win because y'all gotta buy these tickets. This is your offering. But no, seriously, I have no problem blessing from within and without. So Amen. Sister Janet Bates Whitby is our first Inspire ticket winner. We got 9 more tickets to give away.
You got 9 more songs? You got 9 more songs?
I Listen, I got all the songs.
She said, I
That's
got
all
bars.
Radio.
All right. Do some rap. Do some rap.
Oh, we gotta do okay. We gotta do a hip hop. All right, we gotta do a hip hop one.
All right. Rap. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine.
All right,
Yeah, come on.
heard it.
Every Saturday.
Yeah,
I heard it.
I bet you Mark Raines know that.
Mark Raines know that one. He ain't that saved. All right. Who knows that one? Big wait, Mike, you can't. Mike can't win. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Sister Whitby. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mike, you're that's dirty. That's dirty, Mike. That's dirty. I don't think anybody else got it. Mike beat everybody. Well, Mike beat everybody to it in the comments.
Oh.
That's not fair. So now she got to come up with 9 more songs. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mark Rain said Rick Ross.
Goodbye.
All right, we need another one. We need another hip hop one since Mike ruined that one. Because we're not giving any tickets to Mike. I don't care how cheap he's trying to be.
I'm trying to think. What?
All right, Jeff, you got to do one. You got to do a hip hop one.
I can do a hip hop for you. When I was young, me and my mama had beef. 17 years old, kicked out on the streets.
All right.
That's all I need to know.
What you got? Who's got?
Somebody else said it.
Nah, she was late. She heard Mike said it. All right, so we got to get Jeff's verse. We had to cancel Arielle's last verse. Jeff's verse. Who's got it?
Verses.
This is verses. This is religiously incorrect verses. We gonna give it the Versey anyway. Okay, Mark said John P. Keith's testimony. Okay, Versey won the biggie one. Versey won the biggie. Oh, she won the Tupac one too.
Oh, see, she is on. She is on.
Versey won the two and answered. Why are my members answering these questions? Ain't none of y'all saved. What is going on?
Let's go gospel. We got gospel. 2 of them out the way.
Okay. Should I make it an easy one or a hard one?
Make it easy.
Oh man, make it an easy one.
Okay.
Keep tagging people, y'all. And by the way, 1 second. When you tag people, just for some of my members, you got to use the @ symbol, not the hashtag. You got to use the @ symbol to all of my members. I love you, but I want you to make sure that the people you're tagging are going to come in. So if you use the hashtag symbol, the pound symbol for those of us seasoned saints, that won't work. You got to use the @ symbol. That's the A symbol. So Versey, if you'd like to donate your tickets, you can, or give it to someone else, please. So keep tagging people. All right, Arielle is gonna give us a gospel. I'm gonna get it right before Friday, I promise. Arielle's gonna give us.
Can it be a hymn?
Oh yeah, I was about to do a hymn, so you going ahead with it.
All right. So this is actually my favorite hymn, but I'm gonna try to not put the title in it.
Okay.
Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise his name, I'm fixed upon it.
I know
name of thy redeeming love.
That's one of my favorites.
Come on.
I almost teared up.
I love it.
There it is.
Beautiful.
Who knows their classic chorale hymns? Who knows the real old chorale hymns? What's up, Javon? Good to see you. If you knew that line, if you knew that verse, somebody don't let us down. This is religiously incorrect.
Y'all better be some church folk on here somewhere.
I thought y'all was sanctified. Y'all knew Tupac though. They do Tupac.
That's that was kind of hard though, but I know a lot.
Is that hard?
But it shouldn't be hard.
So
my praise team didn't know any of those songs. I said, hey, I'd like to do a couple chorale, a couple chorus style. They were like, what is that?
What is that?
What is that? Does anybody? We're gonna give it a few more seconds before we move on.
I can pick another one.
Oh, We're gonna do a few more. We're gonna try to. Okay, Mark is saved. He said "fount something," and that's how Black people name their gospel songs. That's how it's listed in the lyric sheet in the computer. Fount something. That song about founts.
In the back of the hymn book, you look up for the F's. It's
look in the index. One of my deacons about to type number 311. Number 311.
Number 311.
Okay, I don't see anybody getting that one. It's "Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing."
Yeah.
I think Mark was close enough. Mark is
close enough
with the fountain. He said he knew it had fountain.
All right, so we'll give it to Mark. We'll give it to fake Todd Johnson. We'll give it to we'll give it to bootleg Todd Johnson. He's Youngstown's. He's Youngstown's Todd Johnson. I love it. All right. So we have 6 tickets left? 7?
Can you do some country?
Yeah.
So for those of you, okay, nobody's gonna win this one.
But it's just funny here. It's funny here.
Okay, this should be simple.
Tag all your white friends real quick.
Where's Pastor Mark at?
Now, real quick. Oh, you talking about? Okay, I know you're talking about. Okay, we have another Pastor Mark, not the Mark we know. Okay, real quick. If you're tagging people and you're just coming in and you want to know why your friends are tagging you, it's because we are giving away free tickets to the Inspire concert this Friday night. Put it up again real quick, Mike, at the Warren Community Amphitheater, where Arielle Green will be our featured guest. This is the first of 2 concerts. It is going to be live. Even if you don't win a ticket tonight, please make sure you buy a ticket and show up, and let's just have a grand time, a wonderful time. And we are giving away tickets, and here's the game. You have to guess the song that Arielle is singing or rapping, in Jeff's case, in Pastor Jeff's case, rapping. If you could guess the song, you win the ticket. So, Arielle, what genre are we doing now? Country. All right. Make it happen.
All right. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance. I don't know if I should say the rest.
I know it.
I know that one. I
know it. You know why? Because I went to Southington local schools for 4 years. So
I know that. That was on one of the
Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I know that one. Who knows that one? No, Larry, we doing this. Get out of here, Mr. Larry.
No, song association is fun.
Okay. No. We will be here all night. But by the way, these tickets are being given away courtesy of Larry. Okay, Sister. Okay, so.
Hope you there. Oh, never mind. Okay.
By the way, this is being made possible by Converse Tees. Mr. Larry Johnson, who is the owner operator of Converse Tees, CEO and founder. You can check them out at conversetees.com, conversetees.com. They do profile picture art, t-shirts, hoodies. They'll help you stand out from the rest while helping you look your best. Oh man, we some rhyming Negroes, aren't we? We would just rhyme anything. Jesse Jackson. All right, so Sister Jeanette McFadden got that one.
Oh, Jeanette, I'm sorry.
Sister Jeanette McFadden got that one. I got a song. You got to guess.
Go ahead.
Are you ready? I got a song. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground, where I spent most of my days. Who's got that one? Who's got that one? This is for a free ticket. We got to get off of here. Got to get off here. Who's got that one? That's the only rap song I know. Everything else is the devil, according to my father. Mike's at the Jeffersons.
Not the.
Paulette got that.
Paulette Warfield.
Yeah.
Paulette Warfield, will you be in Warren this weekend? If you'll be in Warren this weekend, I think she's down in Columbus. If you'll be in Warren this weekend, I think you need to come and party with your Second Baptist family. Paulette, if you'll be here, love you, by the way, Sister Paulette, always praying for you. let us know, or if you'd like us to donate the tickets to someone, we want to make sure we get them out. So Paulette Warfield is our winner for that. I know that was a difficult song. It's very obscure. You have to look really far in the songbook to find that one. All right, so that was my song. Jeff, you want to give us another one?
Oh, I can give y'all one.
All right.
My mind's telling me no.
See, what is
my body.
What is happening?
My body is telling me yes. I don't want to.
All right, that's enough. We get it. That's enough. That's enough. That is enough.
Y'all.
They all got that one. Everybody has that one.
Y'all ain't ready for me.
We're losing it. Jeff.
Everybody knew that.
Well, we had one right away. Let's see. So, Paulette got it, but she already won. Mark said, "Are we even allowed to do his music anymore?" No, actually, we're not. But Jeff has no boundaries apparently. Now I'm just interested to see which church mother's gonna type the name in. That's really what I'm confused about now, because it feels like the worse the song, the more the saints answer. It's like we start doing too short.
They be at home listening to Midnight Love.
Listen, The Secret Garden.
Mike said bring him in. He got a song.
Okay, come on, Mike. Come on in, Mike. Mike's coming in to join the party. Mike,
man, y'all crazy.
Big Mike, our producer, is in the house. Mike, you got to give us a song, man. You're here now.
All right. If it isn't love, why do I feel this way?
You named the song, man.
Oh, I sure did. Who sang it?
Yeah, okay. Who sang the group? Who's the group? Oh man, this is hilarious. Post the artist. This is comedy. Post the artist. Thank you, Jai, for tagging people.
She already won though.
Yeah, you already won, Paulette. She tried to get a +1. She tried to get a +1 in.
She tried to bring the whole family.
Right. She's like, I got a van full. I got to get all these.
Wow.
Oh man, she knows her music. She knows her music. We might have to give 2 away to Paulette. Again, we thank Mr. Larry Johnson and Converse Tees for Sister Anita Caldwell. See, this is one of my choir members.
Yes. Love it.
I'm telling on you, Nita. I'm calling Clea tonight. I'm telling on you. She be jamming out there.
Okay.
Oh man.
We gotta go back. We gotta go back to Arielle. Come on, we need to hear some real music.
Okay, real music. Give us.
Outside of myself, the rest of
outside of we're
real
butchering
music.
it. Real
what
music.
Genre is that?
Anything you want to do. Just tell us the genre first.
I know. I usually. Oh gosh.
Sing that jazz you like.
Jazz. Okay.
Ain't nobody gonna know the song.
Something familiar.
Okay.
Mark said that altar gonna be packed Sunday.
Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand. I'll stop.
Everything.
Because I was gonna say the title.
Walk this way.
Okay. All right, that was a good one.
I know that one. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to know these.
That was a challenging one.
That was for the season saints.
Wait, somebody said Misty.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. I get misty.
Yeah, my saints got it, boy. Second Baptist, we on the music, man. We need to be on Name That Tune. We need to do Name That Tune Church Edition.
Yeah.
I get misty. Oh, they all are. Mark said this definitely isn't Mahalia. All right, how many tickets we got left? Like 3, 2?
I have to go back and count, man.
Oh,
I wasn't writing them down. My fault.
We're gonna have more tickets than we can give
I
away.
thought y'all was keeping up.
Arielle, can we get a little Luther? Can we get a little Luther? Fat Luther.
Yeah.
Fat Luther. We want Fat Luther.
Luther.
We don't want skinny Luther.
Fat Luther.
We want him when he was big. Sequin jackets.
I'm weak. I'm trying to start from not the chorus. I don't want nobody else and broken hearted. I'd rather be with you because you make my heart scream and love is a gamble, and I'm so glad that I am winning. This is the beginning.
Is this I Be Stroking?
I'm done.
Sorry, I
By
didn't
the great-
remember the words.
By the great Clarence Carter.
No, Mark. It's not a house. It's not a
It's
home.
not a house. It's not a home. We don't want the artist. We want the name of the.
There we go.
Janice
There we
Jones.
go.
Janice Jones.
Janice Jones.
Yes.
Never too much.
Yes.
Never
Yes.
too
Yes.
much. Mark is fired.
That's
He is
my
clouded
co-star.
tonight.
We're in the Color Purple together.
Oh, you are. Well, you know what? I should have had y'all do a live action scene from the Color Purple.
Well, we don't start rehearsals till tomorrow, but
We all know the words. Everybody know the words.
Eyes may be black. I might be black,
Be ugly.
but I still here.
You told Marco to beat me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's do one more. And so, Miss Janice, we're looking forward to you being with us, and we're just gonna call you up on stage because that's what we do. Every time you show up to something we do, we just throw the mic. We just throw the mic out in the crowd, and make you catch it. Let's do one more, and just do one of your favorite songs.
Okay. My absolute favorite song. Okay. Happiness and cheer, fun for all the children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, beauty everywhere. Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there.
I know it.
That's my favorite.
That's fun. Yeah, I love that melody. Love the melody, especially when it's done right.
Right.
Who's got that one? Who's got that one? Oh, now, Martin, you're fired. Just. Sorry, Miss Paulette. It's not Whitney. Did she do a version of that? We want the title of the song.
I don't know. I wonder if she did.
No, the only song that everybody does a version of. Well, I'll say it after we get the answer, because I do have a challenge for our guest tonight. Mark said, "Give mine to someone else." We already were, Mark. We were never going to send you a ticket. I'm just telling you now. Okay, Versi got it. Okay, so we got like 12 tickets going to 4 people, but you know, Christmas time is here. I will tell Arielle, you are not a real music artist, especially a black music artist, unless you do your own version of This Christmas.
Oh,
You're not allowed to call yourself a black music artist unless you do your own version of This Christmas. There are literally 572 different versions of This Christmas.
You know what? What's that?
I said I don't think Beyonce has a version.
She got
one.
She might not have released it.
It's out there.
After Chris Brown done his, everybody like kind of quit.
You right?
No.
After Chris Brown, I'm telling you.
R.
Chris
Kelly,
Brown,
Like, what are you gonna do with
R. Kelly did one, but I'm not allowed to take it. But it ain't Christmas. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I saw her face change, Janice. She was about to cuss me out. You know she Baptist on the inside. When I said she wasn't an artist. Her face changed. She went in the Baptist church meeting mode. She was about to say, "What you mean I ain't know?
They done brought me on this show."
Brought me on this show. Man, it has been amazing. We're having a blast tonight, everybody, and we're coming to our time. We're coming to our time. We always ask Big Mike if he has anything to say or to add before we close out. So since he's already in the room, he already bogarted his way onto the show. Again, thank you, Larry Johnson, our partner, one of our showrunners, one of our. He is so important on the back end of what we do at Religiously Incorrect. But he is also the CEO and founder of Converse Tees. Check them out if you need T-shirts for your family reunion, your church. We might have to just order our next 2 T-shirts from Converse Tees for Second Baptist Church. Okay, one of my family members are commenting under my YouTube name. Don't make me block y'all too, because we had to block some people tonight. I'll block my family. I don't love y'all like that. So great. Mike, what you got to say, man, before we go?
Oh, nothing. Great show, man. Arielle, thanks again for coming on. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
And looking forward to seeing you perform Friday night. Looking forward to it. It's going to be nice. It's going to be fun.
I'm definitely looking forward to being there Friday and being with everyone and having a lot of fun.
Right. I get a free ticket. I answer the question. So
listen,
I'm
Mike,
getting that.
Mike is the deacon that dips in the offering basket like the evangelist was talking about last week. He wants his cut.
I will let Todd have the last words real quick. I just want to say to you, thank you so much. I really enjoyed your all that you had to say about music and your musicianship. Listen, if you need help on Friday, do not hesitate.
Don't give him the mic.
Way down front.
Don't do it.
I jump up, I can dance. I can, I do it all. Whatever.
I'm gonna use the tenor because I only got 2 singers on Friday. So if you want to just have a sound man hook you up with a little mic,
maybe 10 or 12 miles away from the
10 or 12 miles. Yeah, he said 10 or 12 miles.
Or 12.
It's been real, everybody. Again, I'm asking you, and I want to thank my brothers with the Religiously Incorrect podcast for being willing to support, inspire, do this show series. I really do appreciate you fellas. Appreciate Larry with the tickets. He did that out of Converse Tees, and us coming together to make this happen and supporting each other. I say this all the time because obviously I've done quite a few concerts. We have to support Black music that is produced, concerts that are produced and put on by Black promoters, Black artists, Black organizations. Unfortunately, it's often said that when we do things, we don't support and put money into one another. And yeah, it really is about that. It's really not about black or white. It's really about green. Even the white promoters will tell you that they just want to know if they're going to get a crowd, if they're going to have a good time, if they're going to cover their costs. And that's just real talk. And I want us to get together and have a good time. That's always been my dream for the different concerts, Gospel Fest and our Night of Hopes and this Inspire thing. So please come out and support. We think it's going to be a great time. We want to have a wonderful time in downtown Warren. I don't think we've had one urban-based or Black-focused concert in the city of Warren in the past year or two. And that matters to me, that we show diversity in what we do. And that's why Second Baptist, let me shout out my church, has been willing to make the investment to make this a reality. And by the way, we pay our artists, we pay people. Arielle doesn't have to chase us down in the back and beat me up, for her money. She don't have to pull a gun out the guitar case.
Prepaid. Y'all better than a lot of folks.
Listen, we own it. Listen, if you want to get paid, if you want to get paid and you don't want to be all up in the videos, come to Second Baptist.
Have you seen the size of Micah's arms lately? I would pair too. He wasn't that big when he was back at Agape. Listen, real quick before
I've got the whole thing. So go ahead, Jeff.
Real quick before you go, you did talk about how you are doing singing lessons. Real quick, if people want to book you, how do people get in touch with you?
Yeah, so I might as well just throw it out. You can either message me on any sort of platform. So I am Arielle Green on Facebook. Arielle Green Sings is like my kind of like artist page on Facebook as well. And on Instagram, at _Arielle Sings _ and you can find me there anywhere, and I'll send out the information because right now my business is still like very personal. So I was taking people in my home due to COVID. Now I do Zoom lessons and Zoom coaching, But I should be moving into a space probably around the end of September. So I'll be able to get back to some more in person. I'll be moving into a space within the Jewish Community Center in Youngstown. So I'll be doing lessons there. But just hit me up on any sort of platform. If you're not crazy, I'll shoot you my number so we can discuss things.
Don't be crazy.
Please don't. I just told y'all how big Mike is.
Yeah, you'll get
I just told y'all how big Mike is. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. But Mark said he almost broke his arm.
That's why I never gave him the right hand of fellowship, because I wouldn't have a right hand anymore.
I work off of my own phone. So, just reach out to me. I'll send you like my flyer info for my vocal studio and all of that. So I do anywhere. My youngest student right now is 7. So I will do some small coaching for young kids, and then I do adults as well. So
sweet. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. For everybody watching, thank you for joining us tonight for Religiously Incorrect with our wonderful guest. Give it up for Arielle Green. Give it up for Arielle.
Thank you for having me.
Her wonderful artistry and comments. So instead of our normal outro, we are going to play the world premiere, I should say, of our official Inspire promo. And that'll be our outro. So I think Big Mike sees that. He's going to hit that. Until next week, all y'all take care. Be blessed. See you for next week's Sunday night service.
Sure. See you next week.
Second Baptist Church, 717 Credit Union, and Bright Energy Innovators present the Inspire Summer Concert Series at the Warren Community Amphitheater.
Just show us your way. You know just what to do.
Friday, August 6th at 7 p.m. features the soulful sounds of Arielle and her live band.
With all my heart, I love you, baby. Stay with me, and you will see my arms will hold you, baby. Never leave, 'cause I believe I'm in love.
Sunday, September 12th, will feature the funk and soul-infused sounds of the national recording artist, Red Hands.
Let your will be done. You can have all of us. You are all we need. Your love is enough. You can have all of us. Let your will be done.
Tickets are only $15 per event or $25 for a combo ticket for both. Students are admitted free with a paid adult admission. Tickets are available at secondbaptistwarren.com or by calling 330-393-0802, Monday through Friday from 10 to 3. Again, that phone number, 393-0802.